Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jingle, and today we're talking about what might be one of my favorite blind buys from Vinegar Syndrome that I've had in a very long time. Here's a little preview for you guys.
Get out!
Oh yeah, you get out.
You go, I go.
You go, I go.
I go, you go.
Fine. We'll stay.
We'll stay!
Okay, so unfortunately, the Vinegar Syndrome release does not have that glorious English dub. That was actually by a company named Tokyo Shock, and we'll get into that later. I'll show you guys some of the releases that dated for the movie. But this movie is called Biozombie. It was released in June of 1998, and it was actually directed by Wilson Yip, who is known for doing the famous Kung Fu series Ip Man. And it's one of the best Kung Fu series ever. I have very fond memories growing up watching that series. My dad was really into Kung Fu movies. But anyways, these foreign zombie movies or foreign horror movies in general, I have so much fun with them every time I watch them. I just can never get enough of them. So the plot of the movie is these two guys named Crazy B and Woody Invincible. Yes, that's their name. They run a bootleg DVD shop and they hit a guy while they're driving who has been infected with some sort of government bioweapon. It was basically a soda that they infused this bioweapon in and it turned him into a zombie. But anyways, they hit this guy and they decide to put him in their trunk and they drive him back to the mall where they work, and all hell just breaks loose from there. Now the Crazy Bee character, he's actually videotaping stuff with a Game Boy camera, which is just so awesomely, amazingly nostalgic to me because I used to have a green Game Boy with the Game Boy camera when I was a kid, and I played that thing so much and I took so many pictures on it and I loved playing the mini games and stuff. It was just really cool seeing that incorporated in here, so I really enjoyed that a lot. The background, they have it has such bright colors. It's very reminiscent of an 80s vibe, but like I said, it came out in 1998, but I really love that nod to the 80s, and the bright lights and stuff in Japan is just an amazing setting. There's also two girl characters in this movie that have really funny names. They're Jelly and Rolls, and all the characters in this movie are just so comedic. Their dialogue is so over the top and they're always just yelling at each other and being super goofy. I really love that. That's one thing that I love about these Hong Kong / J horror movies is their culture is so much different from us, and I really find an enjoyment and watching the interactions between them in their horror movies versus something that we would make here. So I really find those really interesting. There's also a lot of electronic branding in this, Motorola makes an appearance in this, and it just I had a Motorola phone when I was a kid, and it's just really interesting knowing that brand existed in the late 90s. One thing that I really like about this too is the zombies are nice and slow moving. It's just the classic zombie look, which is the way to go, in my opinion. There's also there's almost also a almost Frankenstein homage in this between Rolls and one of the characters who turns into a zombie, but I won't get into that because it's spoilers. But it definitely pays homage to Frankenstein with the monster and the damsel in distress type thing. And there's also a really funny scene where Rolls and another character is hooking up, and the guy runs in there and tells him that there's a zombie, and the guy goes, "You're cock blocking me for a monster or with a monster story." It's just really funny. And there's super cheesy zombie effects that I just really like a lot throughout. There's some really, really good decapitation effects and gun wound effects that are just done really well. There's also an amazing zombie fighting montage towards the end of the movie with a lot of unique kills. And then there's a crazy twist ending that just took me by surprise at the end and just added so much more enjoyment to the movie for me. But I wanted to show you guys the Vinegar Syndrome release first of all. So this is the Biozombie release. Now this is just the standard slipcase. There was like a side-loading slipcase that I'll show you guys. I miss that unfortunately, which I'm pretty bummed about because that artwork is just so amazingly sick. The colors just make it pop so well. But I just got the classic slipcover version. That artwork on the front is so amazing, and then you've got this artwork on the back, and it's so well done. I absolutely love it. The colors pop so well. And then you've got just this artwork that's on the back on the slipcover. But I'll go into special features for you guys quick. So we have the studio supplied master with the additional restoration performed by Vinegar Syndrome. It's also presented in both its original Cantonese language soundtrack with newly translated English subtitles and a Mandarin language dub track, which I wish that they had the English dub on this because, like, just watching that little trailer snippet that I showed you guys at the beginning, it would just be so awesome to watch this in English. The English dub, it looks so horribly bad that I think it would just add to the cheese factor of this movie even more. There's also a commentary track with film historian Frank Jang, and there's also an interview with co-writer and director Wilson Yip and by Frederick Ambroisen. Video games, Contaminated Lucasade, and Human Sushi, a video essay by film historian Chris O'Neill. There's also a really nice touch in this movie where this character gets infected and he's making sushi with human fingers on top of it instead of like salmon, and it looks like it would look like if it had salmon on it. So I thought that was a really good, really fun touch. There's also an alternate ending, which I need to check out. I didn't check that out. There's also a 20-page booklet in here with essays, and yeah, that's it. So overall, it's a really good release. In the past, there has been a DVD and VHS release of this. They both have the same artwork. This is the only picture of the VHS that I could find on eBay, and it's currently listed for like $160, but it is sealed. I don't know if that's actually what this tape goes for or not, but the artwork on the VHS and the DVD are the same. As you can see, I'm not sure if I think that they both came out around the same time, but I also want to show you guys like some of my other favorite like Hong Kong horror movies or J horror movies that Vinegar Syndrome has done. Like, they just do such a good job with these. This one, Corpse Mania, was a really good one. It had a really creepy and eerie vibe throughout, filled with fog and stuff, and it was really well done. And there's a twist ending at that, like at the end of that one, that I really liked. But the artwork on these slips is just next level too. Like, it's so well done. And then my favorite release of the year so far from them is this Seventh Curse and Witch from Nepal release. I already did a review on this, but these movies just absolutely blew me away, guys. And the artwork is just, it's out of this world. Like, it's just amazing. So don't sleep on the Vinegar Syndrome J or Hong Kong horror movies, guys, because they just kill those every time they do them. But I just want to stop on here and give you guys a quick review on my thoughts on Biozombie. I think it's a great, fun horror movie that you guys should check out. It's one of my favorite Hong Kong horror movies I've seen in a while. But that is all I got for you guys today. Please remember to like and share this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I have more horror movie reviews and figure and collectible reviews coming. I also have a super special package coming in the mail this week that I can't wait to share with you guys. And it's going to start a new weekly segment on my channel for probably like 24 plus weeks. But so stay tuned for that one. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.